This week on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast, I'm sharing with you my thoughts and ideas about how to get over your guilt about spending money in retirement. Very, very common problem. Lots of people feel guilty. You're not alone if you feel that way or know you're going to feel that way once you get to retirement. So today I want to talk about one of the key strategies for getting over that guilt, and that is proving to yourself that it is actually okay to take withdrawals from your investments in retirement. To do this, you want to run the numbers. What I mean by that is do some financial planning focused on cash flow in retirement. What sources are you going to withdraw money from and when? When are you starting Social Security? Do you have other sources of income like a pension or rental property or something to that effect? Are you going to work part-time in retirement for maybe 3 to 5 years? So you want to focus on where are the sources of income coming in? What is my spending like? What does it cost for me to just pay my bills and buy groceries and gas and all those things and just the necessities? Plus, what are some of the additional expenses of what I would like to do to enjoy retirement? What does it cost to do hobbies? Do I want to have a gym membership? What does it cost to get my hair done, my nails done? If you're like me, you spend probably a little bit too much money on trying to not look like you're 50 when you're 40. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, so I need to get my nails done actually, but my grays are coming in and I'm going actually tomorrow. I'm going to get my hair done. Thank goodness, because got to cover those grays, at least for now. So anyways, all of that costs money. So what are you spending money on? What are your income sources? If there's a difference there between what you are spending money on to maintain your lifestyle in retirement and have an enjoyable lifestyle in retirement, if whatever that gap is between what the income coming in is and what you're spending or would like to spend, the difference is what we need to pull out of your investment portfolio for withdrawals to support your lifestyle in retirement. So we want to run some numbers to make sure that those withdrawals are not too much. Can you support your lifestyle in retirement without drawing down your investments and run the risk of running out of money? That's the question that we're trying to answer. If you're like me, then you like that. You need that proof. You want someone to show you. Show me on paper. I need to see how I'm going to be okay when I turn that spending spigot on in retirement. And I do this with clients all the time in the years leading up to retirement and also in the first few years post-retirement. I find that once you're past about 5-10 years in retirement, you don't need to do these deep dive planning, running the numbers. You can just kind of check in and make sure that your current withdrawals are not leading to your portfolio depleting. And as long as you're managing that well, you don't need to do this more than a handful of times right before and right around the time you retire and then soon after as well. But when you do this, it's remarkable how much clarity it provides about what you can reasonably withdraw from your investments to support your desired lifestyle without the risk of running out of money. And you could even throw in contingencies too. Like, what are you worried about? What if you do your planning and cash flow and withdrawals, assuming you're going to earn 6 or 7% or even 8% returns a year on your investments? Well, what if instead of 6 or 7%, you earn 4 or 5%? Do the numbers still work? So if you're worried about, oh, maybe my investments won't do as well, or we're going to have a tough go in the economy, or the markets aren't going to do well, or my returns are going to be lower somehow. If inflation is higher, what if they make cuts to Social Security? Like, what if I have a long-term care need? Like, what if I need to go into assisted living or memory care? How is that change going to impact? Am I going to be okay then too? And then you can make adjustments from there based on what those sort of what if scenarios show you. This is very, very helpful because you can look at your income sources like Social Security or part-time work or rental income, whatever those are, and then look at your lifestyle goals. What do you want to spend? How much money do you want to spend? And you don't need to do this like projecting out 30 years into retirement. It's just looking at in your first year of retirement, what do you want to do? How much money is that going to cost? That includes your normal living expenses, but again, some fun and travel and hobbies too. What does that all cost? And the difference between what your income is going to cover in year one of retirement and what your lifestyle cost is, that's the amount you're going to need to withdraw from your investments to cover the difference. And if you do the planning calculations, you can see whether or not that's sustainable or realistic. And if it is, that helps significantly reduce your guilt about spending money because you just have to remind yourself, oh yeah, I ran the numbers on this. I'm going to be okay. I can spend this money. It's going to be fine. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.